So have Mercedes finally hit that snag in signing Max Verstappen as their replacement for Lewis Hamilton? Well, according to Max, he's reaffirmed his commitment to Red Bull, describing the team as, quote, like a second family, unquote, to him. And that's going to be a big blow to Mercedes in hoping that Max will be taking Lewis Hamilton's place. They always have Kimi Antonelli. But Verstappen, he's established himself as one of the greatest drivers in F1 history over the recent years. I mean, we're looking at 3 consecutive world championships, 51 of the last 80 races since 2021. And when we look at this year, he's got a 78-point lead over McLaren driver Lando Norris. He's highly believed and highly, well, would you bet against him securing that 4th title? Now, after another triumph in 2024, assuming he does win that championship, Verstappen will become only the 2nd driver in history to claim each of his first 4 world championships in consecutive years, following in the footsteps of, well, another driver. Can you guess who? Red Bull's own Sebastian Vettel. Yep, 2010 to 2013. Yes, another dominant bunch of years from Red Bull. But despite his comfortable lead in the standings, Verstappen has been persistently linked with a move away from Red Bull this year, with Mercedes boss Toto Wolff making no secret of his desire to sign the Dutchman as, well, Ferrari-bound Lewis Hamilton's replacement. Now, although Verstappen's current contract is due not to expire until the end of the 2028 season, Red Bull's recent struggles have fueled suggestions that he could be tempted to join Mercedes, potentially as soon as next year. That will be ahead of the F1 2026 regulations, which is mighty interesting. Will he? Well, as I said, Red Bull's a family. I don't think so. And potentially he's going to be giving away a 2025 championship. Now, reflecting on his Red Bull stint with the team's in-house Talking Ball podcast, Verstappen pointed to his first victory with the team at the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix, and he expressed his affection for the Milton Keynes-based outfit, claiming definitely feels like a second family and he can really be himself there. Could he do it at Mercedes when you have a very competitive George Russell? Verstappen said the first race with the team and the first championship are the highlights. The first race, of course, because I had just been promoted, he said. Now, some people still question whether that was the right decision. Fortunately, that weekend went very well. Of course, I was very happy about that, and also for Helmut. He was also very happy, of course, because it was his decision to put him in the car. Helmut's decision to put Max in the car. Put the faith. That first title together, yes, that was one very emotional, especially after such a year, which demanded a lot from everyone. Those are moments I'll never forget, he said, but generally the relationship I have with the team definitely feels like a second family. And he said once again that he can really be himself there. Verstappen's comments came after Wolff described the Red Bull driver as the alternative scenario for Mercedes to replace Hamilton, with the team's teenage driver, Mercedes teenage driver Kimi Antonelli, being the first option. Now, Wolff told Dutch publication Autosport Wereld, hope I got that one right, the criteria for our next driver is simple: we want the best driver available. And at the moment, the first option is Kimi, but you could make an argument that Max should be, or would be, the best driver available. But of course, there are risks. They are not so much in his talent as a driver, but Antonelli would be exposed to the media and to the skill of a very, very capable George Russell. Now, that alternative scenario is, of course, Max Verstappen, but at the moment, that doesn't seem realistic to me, he said. Other drivers would sign a 1 or 2 year contract, which is not enough for us. So I'm happy to take a risk with Antonelli because it's a calculated risk. And he compares, Toto does, the success of Max Verstappen starting anew at Red Bull almost, and also a certain Oscar Piastri in his debut for, McLaren, doing a very fine job there. But there we go. Max Verstappen going to Mercedes? We're going to say no, at least for 2025. Any other year? I'm not so sure. This has been the Hot Lap. Thank you very much.